Yo, what's up? I don't know, like, wanna hear my story full of complaints or my story of today? No? Right, you had no choice again, and that's because I just want to drop some words onto my channel and particularly this evening, because today I decided to do my speech at the lowest lowest rate of speech, and try to do that in the same way that I do in my native language, like regularly I do those kind of sessions where I'm speaking like a middle rate of speech or the high rate of speech, and that's for the purpose actually, because I want to be just composing like those pieces of speech of my future speech like in my mind, and before I sound the speech out, and that's for practicing to think in English and to compose actual pieces of my regular English before I sound it out, and that's practice pretty just ubiquitous for me, and I try not to skip any occasions of doing that, and that's for being able to just speak endlessly and continually, and maybe even continuously at length, I should say. I tried it kind of several times to speak at length. It took like, I don't know, around 20 minutes or so. It's kind of boring even to watch for myself, let alone like being you, like a casual strange people on my channel right now and seeing these ramblings. It might be not out, it might be out of place for your activities, wherever it would be your activities out there. And this time I just decided to do this arbitrary take at the lowest rate of speech, as only I could do that lowest rate of speech. I never tried actually, and I kind of do what I do. I kind of do in my native language the same thing. I very rarely, if ever, try to do that shit in my native language. Let's say I'm sitting in front of the camera like I'm sitting now, and I do those pieces of rock speech in my native language, and I don't even freaking know what to say, what to think about, even without having any premet things in my head, you know what I'm saying? And again, it requires constant just to practice to be able to do that without any preparatory ground, as I told you in one of my previous videos here on my channel called Dive to Free English, and this is my personal space where I do kind of my just I don't know, whatever you would call it, like practice my incremental improvement way, where I regularly take those attempts of doing something meaningful in my life regarding my English learning standpoint. And what I'm kind of showing you here is kind of my just mood, my ambience, what I feel, what I do, how I approach life, how I don't approach life, how I treat people on a regular, everyday basis, how I treat stupid freaks if they occur to happen in my life track, I should say. And they're regular, they happen in my life track regularly. Those like stupid freaks and gals, I don't know what to call that stuff, like horse or not horse, like I don't know, maybe rude gals and dudes that might happen in my live track just once in a while, not so often I should say. For the most part we have all in our country here, most lead audiences and residents in our country, in our city in particular here. And I wouldn't disclose the name of my adorable city where I live in, but it's kind of like side note. I wouldn't dive too much into side issues on my channel here, because what I always do, I kind of get sidetracked by being sidetracked. I go on a tangent and a tangent and a tangent. I get sidetracked always that I even just it goes without saying. Every time I try to drop some meaningful thoughts on my channel here, I got sidetracked, and that stuff pulled me out of the track that I wanted to sound out and clarify in this particular, not in this particular video shoot, but on the regular, on this series of video shoots that I do here on my channel. And that takes me too far, and I can just to ramble for a long while without just any just meaningful in my mind at all, just to as it goes without just any worry or hectic things in my head, and just without being agitated what to say, how to say, whether I'm sounding out all the things correctly, whether I'm not sounding out all the things correctly in the way it should be, and I'm just on it. I'm improving in my English. And as I see, this video appears to be very not a lower pace at all, just middle rate of speech for mine, whatever you would call it. For me, it's like middle rate of my speech. And as one guy once said on some good and lit YouTube channel called, is a secret name I wouldn't disclose here, it's my personal secret, and that guy said that you should like concentrate to like alternatively the things that you would be focused on during your current attempt of speaking out, as I'm doing this time. Let's say I'm doing this at the lower pace of speech, at the lower pace of my voice here, and other time I might drop something more fast without caring too much how I'm sounding out all the grammar points. This time I'm concentrated on relax, like being at ease, like that kind of condition of my body, and where I know there have no points to rush into. I'm just at ease, peaceful, calm, and soothed, I should say, and I have no worries inside me. I have no hesitations how my flow of English speech will lay onto your ears. Maybe you being a native speaker might just might be seeing very strange things happening in front of your own eyes right here, right now, and that's when I less care about my grammar points and more care about the flow of my speech itself. And I honestly I can say that being just speaking regularly and occasionally and regularly, not occasionally on this channel, I use those attempts of trying to speak at a lower rate of speech, as I told you right now. And within those attempts at a lower rate of speech, I more care about grammar points, as I'm not too caring right now, but I'm caring too much right now. Sorry for misusing this grammar point again here in this piece of speech. And I concentrate on just automatic just flow of my speech, like as it goes, without rushing itself by myself, without worrying just to what to sound out, what to ponder on in this particular video shoot, you know what I'm saying again. And in the middle rate of speech, I'm more concentrated on making right grammar points within my accepts of my speech here, and within those regular attempts at a middle rate of speech, I do care about my grammar points. I do care about sounding out all the materials in the right way, you know what I'm saying? And within the attempts that I undertake here about speaking at a faster rate of speech, I less care about grammar points. I less care about the materials I'm trying to sound out. I'm only caring about the pace of my speech, being at a higher rate of whatever it would be rates of speech of mine here on this channel. Only thing I care about is the rate of my speech, not to lower my bar too low when I try to make my speech at a faster rate of speech, as I'm not trying to do in this particular video, but I tried a lot of times on this channel here. And what I'm doing just right now, I'm just kind of letting the words pull in other words out of my head, and to compose my speech without any just hesitation, side thoughts in my head, I should say. And just to, you see, I'm saying literally, I'm talking, not saying, but talking here about literally about nothing for already, I don't know how long, maybe 9 minutes now. And actually, just if you want to hear the real story of my day of today, it's not something like in particular meaningful or enlightening, not at all. Just I don't know. You want to hear some pieces of my day's activities of today, intraday activities of today, I should say. Correct me. You may not even just exactly correct me at some points, but maybe speak along with me and try to speak better than I do right now, right here. And I've been up all day long. I've been up, and on my way here home, right now I'm home, and I'm just making this weird session of self-recording, and it's like the side note. I adore this sweater. It's like the most lit sweater ever that I ever wore in my life, and that's like a side note because I adore this light gray color. It suits me, it pleases me, and it gives me all I want, all I need to my soul to be calm and complete, and just to be soothed and contented. It's like this. It's been a side note. I've been up all day. On my way here home, I've been pondering the point what to bring in this particular session of self-recording, and I became clear that I should like sound as I regularly sound on this channel, and just let the words pull, in other words, out of my throat, out of my mouth, out of my tongue, I should say, to learn new years in the most fluent way that I ever could have made it in a whole while that I'm making these video shoots on this channel here. And it's up for you to decide how I made this video shoot. It's like the kind of special attempt. It's exactly for you guys and gals out there. It might be just my regulars, it might be my occasional strangers that drop your ears onto my channel here, what's cooking here, and you're on the right then. That means that we are in the same boat with you. If you're listening to this speech of mine, maybe you're a learner yourself, you want to improve, and you know how to do that if you're watching this shit happen in front of your own eyes. And what I'm about to be doing right now, I'm gonna just wrap this shit up to be incrementally saving some more spaces in your greatest minds to some more enlightening, useful process that might just occur on your way up as a learner of your second language, as a fluent speaker of your own language already, and whatever you would call it, it will definitely be the most lit way it ever could be in your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's it about tonight. Just keep practicing, keep doing your own live tracks, no matter what they say, what they do, what they just tell you to do. No matter what they tell you, do your own things in your life, and I'm gonna be lit with that. That's it about tonight. Take care and see you all in a while. See you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching my channel. I'm with you.